guys, it's Z from Build a Business You Love, back with another video. And this one is on competition for event spaces. Competition, a thing that we are all concerned about, right? When we open up, or if we are already have an event space, the things that we are concerned about other people coming with. So let's get into it. So when discussing and considering competition for an event space, both direct and indirect, all should be taken into account when you're doing your business plan, when you're setting up your space, even if you're currently in business, right? You need to keep abreast of who your competition is, what that looks like, and we'll be talking about that today. All right. So here are some examples of what competition can look like and how it can impact your business for an event space business. First of all, I wanted to discuss with you that there are two types of competition. You have your direct competition and your indirect competition. So your direct competition can consist of things like other event space venues, right? Other halls, conference centers, hotels with event spaces in them, or some hotels have an event space like at the bottom section of the hotel. Standalone event venues and other types of venues that cater to what you're doing or what you want to do. Other types of direct competition can look like event planning companies that may own their own spaces as well, right? And providing a one-stop shop opportunity for their clients. They could look like a co-working space where people may offer spaces for rent. Okay, and they may allow for events to take place in there, especially for smaller scale, corporate office events, stuff like that, things that you may, not really think about, like a little office party for maybe a small business or a workshop, right? Networking events. You may have a co-working space that offers these services, and that can take away business from you. Okay, so you should be aware of that direct competition. Also, specialty venues like specialized venues such as art galleries, museums, theaters, historic buildings. A lot of times they host events, y'all. Yeah, people have their weddings at museums, people have their baby showers at art galleries, so these are things that you can consider, but things that you can also kind of reverse engineer and start to think about implementing in your own business, right? Okay. Now, let's talk about that indirect competition, the things that we don't really think about, the things that some of the things that we may know exist, but we don't think of it as competition. But guess what? If it's taking money out of your pocket or potentially taking money out of your pocket, if it's a potential lost opportunity, then it's indirect competition. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about that. So things like backyard parties, when you're driving on a Saturday and you see those bouncy houses in someone's backyard or their front yard, that is your indirect competition. They are using their backyard, okay, instead of using your venue or a venue altogether, right? So while it's not in a traditional event space, a backyard party can hold events no problem. You can have a birthday party, a baby gender reveal, a baby shower, a wedding party, even some weddings I've seen, at the house, right? Or after wedding parties, what have you, at the house, right? For casual gatherings, stuff like that. Small weddings, like I said, at the house. So think of this as your indirect competition, and you have to think about ways to combat it. Think about ways that people that you can talk to people and have speaking points on, so you can combat it and say, well, instead of doing it here, you can some reasons why you should have your event at our space is blah 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 blah, right? Also, renting a park or community facilities. People don't think about parks. People have events at parks and community facilities all the time. And a lot of times they're cheaper, right? And they compete with the private event spaces. I know even at a lot of times senior citizen homes, guys, they'll have a special place in the back for events and they can rent it out for extra income for their senior citizen facility or what have you. So these are things that you may not think of as competition, but if they're taking money out of your mouth from your business, then yeah, they're competition. Let's go further into it and discuss bars and restaurants. A lot of bars and restaurants, you can have an event within a bar. You can have a section or pay for a section of the restaurant or the bar, and people can have events there, right? So smaller scale events or parties, you can rent out that venue, or sometimes again, they can have another space. Do it yourself venues. These are kind of popping up. And the things that I wanted to speak on about do it yourself venues are the large garages. I am seeing people, I keep my ear to the industry. I am seeing people create beautiful, spectacular events from their what? Garages. So this is also a form of indirect competition and things that you have to think about. So as an event space owner or a future event space owner, you have to come up with talking points. You have to come up with reasons why people will book you over doing any of these things. Okay. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I really do appreciate it if you like any of my videos. And of course, I have my Ultimate Event Space course. We go over in detail all of these little things. And it's, we really get into it when it comes to indirect competition, direct competition, and also how to spy on your competition. All right. Don't play. How to spy in competition. I'm gonna go a little bit. Oh, I'm going to also talk about my website. I want you to visit the website, build the business, the letter ulove.com, buildthebusinessyouLove.com. And with that website, you can actually get some freebies on there. I have a bunch of freebies that you can download and check out. A bunch of calculators, Excel spreadsheets. Even if you're not starting an event-based business startup spreadsheets, things of that nature, be sure to check out my website. The links are below. Thank you so much, guys, for checking out another video. I do appreciate it. Love you. Bye.